The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. Sorry, y'all, I forgot to put me on the screen. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And of course, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? I am feeling much better. No headache when I woke up this morning. Still a little stuffed up. You can hear it all nasally and stuff like that. No, it's not the Coke. Anyway, how everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? Yes, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. It feels good to be back, not at 100%, but it feels good to be able to actually hold a conversation, not be so out of breath and, lightheaded and shit. Just my normal self. Well, almost my normal self. But let me say what's up to the people before we start. What's up, Shannon? What's up, MB? What's up, WNK? What's up, Miss Curiosity? What's up, Vegas? Shout out to my moderators. Thank you, Vegas, for holding it down. What's up, Naughty? Thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. What's up, Casey? Shout out to my big brother, Casey. What's up, Jackie? Thank you for being here. What's up, Juice? Check out Juice. Check out Naughty. Yes, check out all these different channels. We don't like to hog all the subscribers and shit like that over here. We appreciate everybody. What's up, Clever Girl? Thank you for coming. Thank you, Queen Shay. All right, so let's go ahead and get on with the topics. What's up, Kayla? I see you as well. Kayla, I'm glad you're here because we're going to talk about a little old school gossip for a minute. Yes, we are going to talk about Anita Baker. So Anita Baker, I didn't know that she had the reputation of being a mean girl. And so this is kind of a thing that's been going on for years. So if you guys don't know, she basically came out and stated that Babyface is, his fans are crazy and they're too much. And so she sent out all these tweets, and then she ended up saying, he's basically been relieved from the tour. And he was just a special guest. She made it clear he was not the headliner. Anita Baker was talking her shit. And I'm all like, yes, Anita Baker is a legend. However, I would just like to see more humility from her. And what we got was just her basically dragging the hell out of Babyface. And you feel bad for Babyface because, this started with this whole, I forgot which show it was, but they were doing a show. Because of some technical difficulties, Babyface wasn't able to perform, and Anita Baker went on at her regular time. Now, for those of you who don't know how tour works and stuff like that, you have to go on at your slated time, or you have to pay extra fees and stuff like that if you don't go at your normal time. If you go overtime, you have to pay extra fees. And Anita Baker probably was like, we ain't paying those fees. So what we gonna do is just cut Babyface out, right? Let me pull up a few of her tweets here, because Anita Baker was definitely going in. Now, this one right here, Anita was all like, Anita Baker silent, and she hashtagged herself, which was weird. After silently enduring cyberbullying, verbal abuse, threats of violence from the fan base of our special guest, support slash, you said special guest with a heart, and then slash support act. In the interest of personal safety, I will continue the Songstress tour alone. Appropriate refunds will be made. Blessings. Wow. Wow. She was letting y'all know this is not a co-headlining tour. This is my shit. And Anita Baker, like, come on now, Anita, you didn't have to say all that. Do y'all feel like Anita Baker was being disrespectful or rightfully so? Oh, somebody became a member. I'm sorry. Thank you, clever girl, for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Do you guys feel like Anita Baker was wrong or she was right to express how she felt? She keeps saying that she felt threatened by his fans, but I'm all like, I don't think Babyface has crazy fans. Right, Kim, that's the face I made, Kimmy. Like, I don't feel like he has I don't think he has like a beehive fan base. So I'm all like, who was yelling at Anita Baker? Who was threatening her? Was she just being over dramatic and a diva? Because this is within her nature. Let me pull up this tweet right here, y'all. So a fan had stated this, and they clapped back at her. There's all like, oh, let me take down your comment, Cammy. I'm sorry. Anita has mistreated many people, including D-Nice, Luther, and Babyface. She needs to stop. Come to me when you know facts. So, also they said that she was rude and disrespectful to Maxwell as well, too. Okay, Robin, that's a diva for real. Okay. What's up, Princess? Thank you for coming. And then this was her response right here, you guys. So she said, hello. Yo, I ain't gonna play with y'all. When somebody pisses me off and I respond to them, I'm probably gonna say this too. Hello, demon. She goes, right. Anita Baker here. You need followers, don't you? Let me put you on blast real quick. Nice is my friend. Luther made me my first million, and Babyface contract was my special guest / support act. Mind you, she said that again, special guest support act, and we treated him like a king. Hashtag ask him. Man, Anita, come on now. Like, I hate to see Anita Baker in this kind of light, No One in the World is one of my favorite songs. Y'all know I appreciate old school music, No One in the World is one of my favorite songs. So it's sad seeing Anita Baker. Her history is going to be like she was a diva. She was mean to Babyface. She kicked him off the tour. This is not going to look good for Anita Baker at all, And maybe Anita Baker she had a residency in Vegas, right? She had a residency in Vegas. So I don't know what happened to that. I guess the contract must have ended or something like that. But maybe it's best she does her own tour, because the tea is her and Luther had issues when they went on tour back in the 80s. So her and Luther had a shared tour. So a couple of the rumors was, one, they were supposed to do a duet. Anita Baker said, "Oh no, never mind. I don't want to do a duet." So what ends up happening is that she went live first, and so she ends up doing the song that was supposed to be a duet by herself. And Luther was pissed about that. Also, another thing, the songs that Luther had in his set list, he had to change them because she was all like, I don't want you singing none of my songs or any songs that you wrote for me. I don't want you singing none of that. So he had to change his set list as well. Also, she had, I guess they didn't have dressing rooms, but she had curtains up to separate them. And she didn't want to be bothered with Luther at all. Like, they had to be separate in the backstage area. Now, someone did say, I believe her name is RRG. She stated that that was due to her being pregnant. And unfortunately, she did miscarriage. But, there was a lot of pressure and stuff like that. And that's why she wanted to be separated in the backstage. But she claims There's no drama or anything. She loves Luther, D Nice. Also, like I said, there was another tweet about Maxwell. She said she never toured with Maxwell. So I'm gonna try to get down to that. But there's many examples of Anita Baker being nasty. And I'm also all like, man, like, when you get to that age, I think it's what it is. Shout out to all my old heads out there. When they get to a certain age, it's around like mid to late 60s, they just start saying what's on their mind when they know they should. Anybody with grandparents understand this. They start saying shit that they shouldn't. And so this is one of those cases where she's saying "Meh," and she really shouldn't be saying anything. She should just keep her mouth shut. But yeah, I don't know. Do y'all think Anita Baker is acting like a diva? Put a 1 in the chat, yes. Put a 2 in the chat, no, before we move on to our next topic. Let's go, y'all. Oh, if I can find the 30-second countdown, here we go. Okay, we got a few 2s up in the house. Okay. I ain't mad at it. Okay, but mostly 1s. Yeah, I think Anita Baker is doing way too much. She got to be humble. Like, come on now. And especially if Babyface was supposed to be her friend, like, why are you gonna do your friend like that? And again, like, you can't tell someone to call off their fan base. Like, you can, like, of course you can say like, hey, Miss Anita Baker, don't be coming for her, but you can't exactly make them stop. That's not on him. People, once this got picked up by everybody, including the Shade Room, TMZ and shit like that, people were going to run with this. No matter what, people were going to run with the story. So you can't even be mad that his fans or just people in general are making commentary. You made this public. Right, Nadi? I think she needs to apologize to him. He definitely didn't deserve that. I think she tripping. Yeah, she definitely tripping on this one. All right, you guys, we're going to talk about something a little bit more serious right now. So we're going to talk about Sukihana. If you guys don't know who she is from Love and Hip Hop. Right now, she has that viral song, I know it's early, but put your kids to bed. The eating his ass song, it's going viral on TikTok when what the hell does the song say, y'all? But it's like eating his ass, and like people are doing viral. Anyway, I know some of y'all like AT2. What the hell are you talking about? That's her song. That's her song right there, right? So Suki is known for being sexual. She had an OnlyFans, and this is her persona and stuff like that, right? However, I think people are confusing the persona for just the regular person. And yesterday, YK Osiris, he had actually started kissing her just randomly. Like, she's sitting at a table and he just decided that he wanted to stick his tongue down her throat. And it's kind of like this. It's one thing, when it's consensual and it seems like she's into it, but she seemed uncomfortable. Like, she turned her head and everything. And then the fact that she turned her head once, he went back a second time and did it again. And you can hear somebody say, oh, put tongue in it. Give her some tongue. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video as well as a clip from when she was on Candy Coated Nights. And I know y'all be like, you always coming for Candy, da 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 da. Now, Candy probably going to strike this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the shit out this clip. Here we go.
Oh my! Oh, she already. You say Suki with the good coochie, you know what I'm saying? You be talking about how good that motherfucker smell and all that.
So you want to put your...
Yeah, I need a motherfucking scratch and sniff about that motherfucker.
Scratch and sniff? Oh my gosh, out the Cracker Barrel box. The scratch and
I'm
sniff.
trying to goddamn.
I do have a scratch and sniff.
You do. Well, I mean, you know what I mean? We can go to the back and I can come back and
You
give
want to
a.
smell my ass?
I might put my tongue down that motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, A1.
But we gonna start with the sniffing though.
You are aggressive.
She love that shit, man. Look at her. She like that old shit.
No, I don't.
You love that shit.
No, I mean after like during sex maybe, but you know that not right now.
Nah, all that shit you talk. Fuck that. You done met your match. I'm here. What's up?
So listen, hold on.
This man is
Okay. This is so funny. Okay.
Yeah. And that clip from Candy Coated Online or whatever, that was from 3 months ago. But just watching that, it's just how uncomfortable she was. She was like, no, not right now. She was being playful, like, no, not right now. But I mean, if you look at it, she was uncomfortable. Like, put a 1 in the chat if you guys felt that she was uncomfortable, or put a 2 in the chat. You think that she wasn't tripping about it, because there's also some tweets that she had today, and it was on the. I tried to go to her Twitter, and for some reason it's blank. I don't think I'm blocked, but for some reason it's blank, right? But I was able to get this from the Shade Room. I'm gonna go ahead and put these up because I do want to confirm with you guys that she was uncomfortable. She was. The first tweet right here, it says, "I am hurt and I am scared to stand up for myself." She says, "I am hurt and I am scared to stand up for myself." Whew. And then the second tweet says this, trigger warning. It says, "I drink to hide that I'm very sensitive. I feel things more than the average person. I stopped drinking yesterday, but today I've been crying all day. I've asked God to strengthen me and use me to help others and to order my steps in His Word. I just want to go away for a while." And then she put up the peace sign. Yeah. And again, I go with, it's one thing the persona. Sorry, bill collector. It's one thing. It's one thing for the persona to be, I'm sexual, this and that. But then there's another thing when it's the actual human being, and it's all like, whoa, like what's going on? It's very important that we know, like, hey, yeah, somebody might be sexual or this is their nature, but at the same time, if they didn't give you consent to kiss them, or you talking to them aggressive and shit like that, and they visibly are uncomfortable. Now I will say this. Some of y'all saying it's confusing. Okay. I'll drop the link for you guys later. I'll drop the link. But for me, you could visibly see that she was uncomfortable in both situations. With the kiss, she kept turning her head, and it seemed like she was looking at the two dudes. I forgot what the black dude name was, but looking at the two dudes, not Lil Duval. She was looking in the other direction from Lil Duval. But it seemed like she was trying to like help me. When you silently say like, help me, please, but yet you're not saying help. That's what it looked like to me. Very, very, very sad situation. Is man. And again, with Osiris, I don't want to say, oh, he's a pervert, he's this, he that. I honestly think he was trying to have fun, but that moment, it was wrong. He was wrong, I do not think that he should go to jail. He should do time. I'm not going to put that on that man. I think he was just trying to have fun, and unfortunately, bad timing for him. Just bad timing. And again, going to A1, it was weird because it's all like, with men, you would think like, oh, damn, you're not protecting with men. But it seemed like you're not protecting with women either, because I played you guys that clip and, Candy was like, she thought it was funny, she has to set real boundaries in and around her life. Yes, exactly. But again, She did not consent to any of this. It don't matter how nasty her songs are and how she displays herself. It doesn't matter, y'all. Like, she shouldn't be sexualized. Like, consent is everything. You know, consent is everything. But that's when you're physically coming on to somebody and be like, oh yeah, I want to smell yo. No. You know, come on now. Oh, you think that he was getting headlines? This is what he wanted. Yeah, this definitely ain't working out in the way that he thought. Oh, we only got 41 likes. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Don't be playing games with me. Hit that damn like button. I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip one more time, do a little bit more commentary, and then we're gonna move on to the final subject, y'all.
Oh my.
I'm gonna stop it real quick. She did say help me. Did y'all hear that? She did say help me.
Oh my.
You say Suki with the good coochie, you know what I'm saying? You be talking about how good that motherfucker smell and all that.
So you want to put your
Yeah, I need a motherfucking scratch and sniff about that motherfucker.
scratch and sniff? Oh my gosh, out the Cracker Barrel box. The scratch and
I'm
sniff.
trying to goddamn-
I do have a scratch and sniff.
You do? Well, I mean, you know what I mean? We can go to the back and I can come back and
You
give
want to
her.
smell my ass?
I might put my tongue down that motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, A1.
But we gonna start with the sniffing though.
You are aggressive.
She love that shit, man. Look at her. She like that old shit.
No, I don't.
You love that shit.
No, I mean after like during sex maybe, but you know that not right now.
Nah, all that shit you talk. Fuck that. You done met your match. I'm here. What's up?
So listen, hold on.
This man. Is
Okay. This is so funny. Okay.
Okay, so I see some of you guys saying that, oh, well, this is what she gets because of what she puts out there. However, Little Kim is sexual. I don't think Little Kim ever faced anything like this. I think the most that we've seen Little Kim is when Diana Ross flicked her titty. I think that was the most that we've seen for Little Kim. Let's go to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, you know, it's sexual. We don't see that happening to her. Shit, name any female rapper really, to tell you the truth. You know, that don't mean that they asked for it or they wanted it. So it's a larger conversation, but like I said, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the final topic. Oh, I didn't know I only had 3 topics for you guys today. Okay, so Peach McIntyre. For those of you who don't know who Peach McIntyre is a YouTuber, YouTuber, TikTokers, all social media. She sold packages on how to be, you know, a social media influencer. Like, she's really big on social media. I started following her with her YouTube shorts. Remember last year, they were really pushing the YouTube shorts and stuff like that. And so she would come up and I'll be like, oh, who's this lady? Like, she literally just talks about her life and that's what she does on her shorts. And so I was like, okay, pretty cool. And then last year she was going through a divorce, right? And now this year she's going through a divorce, but so the story is she just had her baby and she said her husband wasn't doing shit. He was just sleeping. She needed help and he wasn't helping her. So she went ahead and filed for divorce. Fast forward to, I believe, yesterday, she ends up taking him back. And now, you know, she's saying that she can't leave him and she loves him. I think for her having 7 kids and then being married, and again, they were together so young, I don't think she knows how to love herself. I think this is the situation that's going on. She doesn't know how to love herself. And so a lot of people are like, yo, she faked this. She did this for publicity, for views, and da-da-da-da-da. But I honestly think that you're seeing a woman going through a mental breakdown, and it happens with social media. Uh, I believe that, all social media is like a escape from reality from her. However, it can be part of her downfall and her destruction, unfortunately. Like, this woman is going through a lot. And granted, her having 7 kids, trying to find time. She talks about how she can't find time for all her kids and she feels bad. And there's a lot that she needs as far as therapy. And I don't think social media can be her therapy. And again, I have to say, I don't think she has found herself other than being a mom, other than being a wife. She doesn't know herself. Again, Wood, her husband, has not been the best to her. He also has, cheated on her and, all that stuff. Honestly, if she took him back, I don't care about the cheating or whatever, that's on her. But I guess it's been multiple times. Also, damn, I hate to tie this back into Jaguar, but y'all remember Goomba was messing around with that. Goomba was secretly recorded. What's up, Wu Chow? She got mad that he didn't take the kids to summer camp. I was thinking divorce was kind of extreme. Yeah. And then Clever said, just because a woman appears to over sexualize herself doesn't mean the consent. Yes, yes. And we'll talk about that more. But going back to what I was saying, the girl that Goomba was messing with, the Fifi, what's her name? Fifi, right? That girl was also in some kind of entanglement with Wood, and like, I don't know if they ever physically got down, but they sent each other nude photos and stuff like that. So that Fifi girl is tied up into a whole bunch of other shit. But I guess that allegedly isn't the only woman that her husband Wood has been talking to or seeing. And it's a lot when you don't love yourself. And I think that's what's going on. She does not love herself. She doesn't know herself. She doesn't know herself besides just this realm of social media. And let me put everything out there. And sometimes it's not good to put everything out there. We honestly, as content creators, we put our subscribers through a lot of different emotions. When we're going through something and we go on here and vent, we put our subscribers through a lot. So it's very important that some shit you just keep to yourself. Do not put everything out there for everybody to see. Yes, this is your job, but some people don't need to know that you're divorcing your husband for the umpteenth time. Again, this is not the first time. Last year wasn't the first time either. It's been multiple times of her filing, And again, it's like going back to the emotional roller coaster. That's why I put it in the title. I know sometimes I can put you guys through an emotional roller coaster, and you're like, AT2, why did you do that? Let me just tell y'all the truth. Sometimes AT2 just be doing shit just to do shit. I don't know why I do the shit, but sometimes I just do the shit. So I apologize for putting y'all through a goddamn emotional roller coaster sometimes, but I just be doing shit just to do shit. Just like when I was on Evangelist Val panel the other night. I knew I shouldn't have been on that panel, but I was like, shit, let me just have fun with it. I just didn't know it was going to turn that ugly. But like I said, I just be doing shit just to do shit. Don't judge me. Don't hold it to my heart. I just be doing shit just to do shit. So please don't be mad at me. And the same thing. What the same thing? I just be doing shit just to do shit, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I just be doing shit just to do shit. And so this is the situation with Peaches. She just be doing shit just to do shit. It's all like, come on now, lady. Like, come on, get your. But I feel like for me, I'm like emotionally stable. I'm not so unstable. And you're not supposed to diagnose people and stuff like that, right? Y'all. But you could see that this lady talks about, I cried just to cry. No, you shouldn't just cry just to cry. You're crying because something is wrong. Now, you can cry because you're happy, but if you cry just to cry, yeah, there's something wrong there, There is something wrong there. Hold on. You be playing innocent knowing you sitting the No, I don't be doing that. I don't be stirring the pot. No, that's not what I'll be doing. I don't do that. But there's certain shit that I do. I'll be like, why did I do that? I just be doing shit to do shit, you know? But every content creator does this. I'm not the only one. Every content creator just be doing shit just to do shit. And you were like, why'd you do that? Because shit, they just be doing shit just to do shit, you know? And that's how Peaches is. But I do think that it's a lot of self-love that she needs. One thing I do like about her is that she talked about how don't let other people use your content and stuff like that, because basically that's taking views away, that's taking money, that's taking food off the table. So she is a smart businesswoman. Like, let me not even play, you know, like she's dumb or she ain't smart. She's smart as far as business wise. Just emotionally, she is not stable. And it's sad to see because usually, I mean, it's two ways with this, right? Two ways. Some people love the chaos, right? And some people try to hide things. And so with her, you know, she said that it's not postpartum. I did hear her say that. She doesn't think that it's postpartum at all. But then again, you just never know. Like, but she has said that she has been feeling this way for a while. Ooh, excuse me, that was nasty. I just burped. She had been feeling this way for a while, but you know, it's hard to say, y'all. But the whole back and forth thing, you can't keep your audience on this emotional roller coaster with you. You gotta at least be seeking help. If you're not seeking help or doing anything to fix it, you can't be putting them in a back and forth. Princess is right about this. Yes, we all a little off, especially to do what we do. Yeah, we all a little off. Yeah. Is she acting? Is this true drama or created drama? I believe it's real, but you know, is it over dramatized a little bit? It can be. Just like in real life, you know, do I have to respond to everybody that says something negative about AT2? No, I don't have to respond, but sometimes you got to check a motherfucker. So it happens, you know. But I'm in control of my own emotions, so I don't want to say that it's fake. No, I don't want to say that. Can it be over dramatized? Maybe yes. You know, you gotta make it look sexy so people want to watch, you know. But again, I think also too, this goes without saying, if you don't love yourself or you're not taking care of yourself, it's going to eat you up. And I think at this time it's eating her up. It is eating her up. Because how do you here's the thing. Now that you don't put your husband on blast, call him a bum. Mind you, a whole bunch of social media sites, this has been going viral. And now you're going to stick beside this man and be like, oh, we working on things. People are going to look at you like, huh? Like, huh? What's going on? Let me go ahead and move her off the screen. And you know what? I just realized I wasn't trying to be shady using this picture, but it just, I Googled it and I was like, oh, let me use this picture for my thumbnail. That's what I did. Here comes all the shout out to Miss Curiosity. Peach is not smart. With money, she has a gambling addiction. Her words, not mine. Yes, I did hear her say she does gamble to get away. And you know, that's why some people think that I have a gambling addiction, even though y'all only see me go to the casino twice. But you know, it is a relief. It is a freedom, you know. Oh, she's Ooh, okay. You know, wait, shout out to everybody who was around with the All About the Tea drama. You know who covers Peaches? Miss Loretta Brown. She covers Peaches too. She be talking now. She be dragging her and stuff like that. She definitely don't be nice. But shout out to Miss Loretta Brown. But that's what sector she in. She in the Peach McIntyre sector. Let me let Nadi on here, and then let me let Miss ATL and Stan on here. What's up, ladies? How y'all doing?
Hey, AT2, how you doing? Hi, Miss
Good, good. Thank you for
ATL.
asking. Oh, what's that, Miss ATL and
Oh, I
Stan?
just said, hey, go ahead, Naughty.
Okay, yeah, go first, Nadi.
Okay, so as far as the Suki drama,
Mm-hmm.
all right, I just really am a firm believer in the energy you put out, you're going to get some of that back. Does it give them the right to do it? No, it does not. But she does, I agree with you. She has to create clear boundaries, but it's a firm example. Like, men look at women like property at times. And if you lead with sex, you're going to get that energy back. But she definitely felt uncomfortable and she looked off guard. Now, as far as Candy Coated Nights, now her show is about sex, period.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I just think she met her match. I did hear Candy say, yo, you being aggressive. And he kind of retreated back or whatever. I think from that point on, it was Suki's job to set up those boundaries. Like, look, don't talk to me like that. When you're a public figure, people think they own you. People think they can do whatever they want because they give you a follow, a
Right.
like, and this and that.
Right, but she
Osiris,
did
I
say
think
she
he
was
was.
uncomfortable. Like towards the end of that clip, she was like, "I'm uncomfortable," and he said he wanted to scratch and sniff, and it seemed like at first she was being playful, but then like he kept
Mhm.
going and going, and it was like, all right,
But the confusion is the mixed signals, though. Okay, you
true,
can't walk around saying you're gonna eat somebody groceries and dog walk them and the next, it's confusing. And to me, it's like, is it getting to her because she's tired of that side of her brand and she wants to transition like Black China and all these girls are doing now? Because I wouldn't want to walk around saying the stuff she says. It's a lot of it is very filthy and vile or whatever, but consent is needed. Don't come kiss me unless I invite you.
right, right. It's one thing when it's physical, rather than words. Like with A1, was he being a little creepy? Yeah, but to me, that's different than physically putting your tongue down somebody's throat. Miss ATL and Stan, did you want to comment on this or
Yes.
something else?
Yes. So
Okay, go ahead.
I think that you can't say this, you're putting mixed signals when I didn't start talking ish to you. I think that men think women are property, and so I might think I've had a crush on Usher, even though he's younger than me, for a long time. But if I see Usher, I just can't grab his weenie because he be walking around half naked. So I'm just saying, as a woman, right? I've
Mhm.
had situations where I'm laughing. I'm a married woman, but I always got jokes, and I'm always the person they talk about my big butt, and I don't really get mad. You know what I mean? I guess I'm used to being sexually harassed because that's what Black men do. But however, when I was at a retirement party, this old dirty man going to roll up on me and put his arms around my neck and like kiss me on my cheek, and I'm thinking that my husband show up, I cussed him the f out. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that's the same situation. So I was like, because I didn't know who the heck these people are, AT2s. I had to Google it. That was not appropriate. That is not giving mixed signals. So you weren't even there. And I think the other people were awkward because they were thinking, well, maybe now I look at it again, they might have been thinking like they were in a relationship or something. But I cussed him out. And that's like one time
Right.
people drunk and grabbing your butt. And I'm like, well, who the hell do you think you are?
That doesn't
So
give you
so
the
I
right.
yeah, so these men are dirty. That's all. And they need to respect women. And you shouldn't be putting your hands on somebody unless you know them and we go together.
Right.
We got to
But I
go to
don't
bed
think
together
it's a
real
black
bad.
man thing. I think that men, we can overstep our boundaries in general. I don't think it's just a black man, though.
The black man was next to her, ain't do nothing. Okay, so I don't know. I ain't never had no white boy come up here and talk all that crap to me. And they can talk
AT2,
stuff,
I
but
deal with it
you
all
put
the
them in order.
time when I go out and stuff. These men, they
Mhm.
are entitled. And unfortunately, the majority is our people. And they don't have any respect for women, and they think just because you walk past them and they smell a whiff of you that they entitled to. I don't have people grab me like, who are you and stuff. And that's why I go to certain places I go, because I'm protected. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of men think they just entitled. They just look at women as a piece of meat. And that's what I think the mentality needs to change. Because we're human beings. We're not this property for you to jump on and get your rocks off and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're human beings with feelings. And I think the confusing message that Suki gives, it makes people feel like they can cross that boundary. I'm not saying it's right.
Mm-hmm. But I always go back to Little Kim, Nicki Minaj. Like, there's so many other women who are, you know, sexualized. And hell, we got people who do OnlyFans and, you know, porn stars, you know, like, but after they done doing their job, that doesn't mean that they want to be, you know, tongued down and over sexualized and stuff like it. It has to be wanted. And like, also too, like, it'll be one thing if I seen her like be all like, oh yeah, baby, come here. And then after that, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. She actually looked uncomfortable. And I always say, like, you can tell when a woman is inviting you into her space and when she doesn't. If she's kind of backing up or she kind of looking like, come on, not interested, you know, automatically, you know, as a man, I can speak for myself. Like, I know when she's not interested, you know.
In New York women, they fight men. So that's why they ain't had no problem.
Don't roll up
New
on
York women fight men. That's it. That's the truth.
Okay. And did you ladies want to comment on Peach McIntyre?
Emotional roller coaster. I think she's just really broken, and she has a lack of love for herself, and that's why she's having a hard time and struggling. Because for the life of me, why keep producing these babies with this man that is not loyal to you, who's not providing for you and your children? And I just pray for that sister that she dig deep to find herself seriously, because she could do bad by herself.
I'm going to be devil's advocate. I don't know them from a can of paint. And for me to judge somebody's marriage without hearing the other side, because this is what women do. They'll tell their side of the story. But I don't know why she's with him. But at the same time, is everything she's saying true? Because she's trying to get ratings. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at some of these YouTube scenarios that don't make no sense. And it's all lying. You know, so, you know, she might not really have self-esteem issues. She just doing this to get super chats. We didn't say this in the Cuda Brown community.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know her.
Right. I agree.
Right. Somebody said, I'm not sure the word sexualize is accurate. It's not being done to them. It's the image they created, and they have the right to do that.
I agree with Stephanie. If I want to have my booty shorts on, that don't mean you can grab my booty. You know, and I think if she makes money off talking about licking somebody's butt, that's just the song. You got to stop. You know, it's an image. Just because Beyonce is on stage, that don't mean every man can go see her and say, oh, well, it's Beyonce.
Beyonce is very sexualized. She talked about Monica Lewinsky all over my blouse. Right. I mean, that
this is art.
That's almost like eating ass, right?
It is.
Beyonce not going on every podcast either, and just randomly popping up. She doesn't do interviews and stuff. She's very protected.
Well, I would have thought you've been protected to be doing an interview. I just wouldn't even thought. It wasn't even at a club. Can I say one more thing, AT2?
Yeah, go ahead.
You be starting stuff, because I'll just see you be up there, right? You be all innocent, and I'm like you, right? I'll be stirring a pot in real life, and I'm like, did I do that? But AT2, come on now. You know Evangelist Rail ain't right. Okay? You know all about the whole scenario, and you know damn well she was talking about the basement people. She said basement. I don't think she was talking about them. I don't understand. I wonder why she's so upset. Let's just leave this in 2021.
That's why I went back up there and corrected it when I listened to it again. And I was like, oh, I know what it was. It was the part where, you know, the whole basement, so I got it after I re-listened to it, because at first, you know, I was just kind of cracking up, whatever. But when I listened to it again, I was like, oh, damn, that's what it said. Yeah, but Miss ATLian saying you are right. I should better pay attention, and I knew that late. I know she ain't right. Shout out to Val. You know, shout out to all the old heads out there. But you know, I wasn't. I just be doing shit to do
AT2.
shit. Didn't I say that?
Sometimes you gotta leave the old heads out to dry, okay?
Okay.
They raise themselves, they'll figure it out, okay?
Can I say something about Anita Baker? She is a
Oh yeah, go
diva.
ahead. And then I'm gonna let Princess and Juice
Yeah,
on.
and I'll drop down because I'm punching back in. But certain people don't belong on social media. Certain people just they're a train wreck on social media. And for the life of me, I don't know why she brought this to social media. Like, cause what did he really do, Babyface?
Mhm.
And why try to tarnish his brand? It just sounds like she had a brat fit or whatever. But
Mm.
I really, really feel like she owed Babyface an apology. I really do. I think she
Yeah,
blew it all the way out of proportion.
yeah, he didn't deserve that. What about you, Miss AT Alien Stan?
So this is what I've seen. When she toured years ago, she's always been mean. There was
Mm.
people in Baltimore, she needed a seamstress and stuff like that. These are regular people, right? And they came out and helped her. She ain't never tell them. Like, she has a reputation of being a mean girl. This isn't something that just happened. She's been like this for generations, and she can't sing no more. We just going out because we have that nostalgia. Have you looked at the national anthems? Have you looked at? I mean, this has been going on for years. If she's on tour, she better have some music playing in the background. Babyface can still sing, and he probably gets more, rah rah hip hop, because he is a great. I've seen him several times. He is amazing. So that's all I have to say. But Anita Baker ain't it, and we always trying to respect our elders, but it is what it is.
Some elders
Right.
need to get cursed out, though. I'm sorry.
Thank you, ladies, for coming up. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
y'all. Have a good one. All right, let me let Princess and Stephanie up here. Oh, make sure you guys hit that like button too, because I don't even think we got to 100 likes yet. What's up, Princess?
Hey, AT2.
What's up, Stephanie? Oh, Stephanie.
Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz.
All right, Princess, you've been waiting for a minute. So what you want to start out with? Peach, Suki, or Anita Baker?
I'm just coming up here just to do some shit. Uh,
Go ahead, sound off.
especially since I be talking behind the scenes to Naughty and I don't even know her. But that's just another situation, okay? That's what I heard, okay? But anyway, let's start off with Suki with the good coochie. And I'm going to try to choose my words carefully so, you can stay somewhat child friendly during the day. Being a woman who has worked in the industry, especially at my younger years, and even as an older, more seasoned woman, when you are sexually harassed, you don't always know how to respond, especially when you're in situations that may threaten you thriving or growing. As an entertainer, I do think
Right.
that when it comes to certain rooms, Suki is established enough to hold her own. But at the end of the day, she is not mainstream, and all these white people don't know her name, and that's who counts, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is a part of rap culture and just the history, especially of Black culture, and historically, let's go even further back, with men just not respecting women and the autonomy of their bodies. Until recently, when we went through the women's liberation, we are allowed to be outside the home. We are allowed to actually speak. Just in the last 40 years, we've been allowed to vote. Just look at recently at Roe versus Wade. They have taken back our rights to tell us what we can do with our bodies. So
Right. And people think this stuff was a million years ago, but just like you said, 40 years ago.
this is nothing new. So for men, especially in the rap industry, they definitely have no problem taking your coochie or taking your taking your body and your autonomy away from you, and it has been celebrated for years. So I've seen it with my own eyes, and see, I've had to hit somebody upside their head for trying to touch me because I'm in the middle of a modeling gig or whatever. And that's when I became a protector of women, because we out here, the girls be on video shoots, they might have a thong on or whatever. You are automatically referred to as a whore. And because you're referred to as a whore, for some reason, men or males, I use that term loosely, males think that they have a right to disrespect you, or because someone has a sexual image, that you don't deserve the same respect as a church going girl or girl that covers herself up. It is always you see things like, oh, we won't wife her, but we'll have sex with her. So, these are conversations that need to be had. These images never change. They just update. But I'll let Stephanie talk.
Go ahead, Stephanie. You want to comment on this subject, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. And Miss ATL and Stan, I can see you at the free. Go ahead, Stephanie.
I, like Princess also said, I'm going to choose my words carefully, because I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying either extreme of what I'm about to say. Okay, I'm just kind of trying to keep it in the middle, because I'm trying to keep make a modern statement. Okay, I think because, sorry, I got a phone call. Bill Collector. Sorry.
Welcome to the Bill Collector Club.
Damn it, man, you're going to make them call me in a hot second.
So I think, I hate to say, how do I say this without sounding like I'm saying something I don't mean to say?
Just say it and then we'll clean it up later.
Okay, cool. So I think this country is still very, very segregated. Okay, this country is still very, very segregated. And so because of that, I don't think necessarily that white men necessarily have, and white people in general have very much interaction with Black people. And so I think maybe because of that segregation, because we don't interact very much as a community, as two communities, it might seem like white people or white men act better, right? And they don't.
Right.
They don't. And it may be because it's the proximity issue, right? People are going to act bad towards the people that they're in proximity to.
Right, because you can be white and go your whole life with barely interaction with any Black people, but if you're Black, you have to have interaction with white people. There's no such thing going your whole life. Keep going, Stephanie.
And so, I guess maybe my message is maybe it's just because I think maybe often it's we don't see each other very much in different situations. It doesn't mean that white men are any better or any worse.
White men is nasty too. I've come across them.
Yeah, so I don't think it's necessarily the case that white men have a very a higher standard of how they treat women. I don't think I hate to see the white community sort of get non-pathologized. We don't have a very, very similar problems. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all human, we're all American, and we've all lived in a system of patriarchy. White men act bad too. Maybe
and remember I said I was a misogynist too. I fall into those kind of things where I feel like women should do this and that. Men, we all do it. Wait, what you say, Princess?
I said was or is.
No, well, I'm not a misogynist, but what I mean is that I fall into that patriarchy of what I feel like a woman should be and stuff like that. I fall into sometimes I got to pull back a little bit when I am talking about certain things about women and stuff like that, because I'll be like, ooh, I probably shouldn't have said that, and stuff like that. It's natural.
So, I think I just I just hate to see I think there's a lot of elevation sometimes of there's a better code of conduct. I just think it's not the case. I mean, I think
remember I told you guys that there's a city in Livermore.
I'm sorry?
There's a city named Livermore, and like that was a predominantly white area, and like I've seen shit go down there. So yeah, like that. Yeah, that's why I was all like, no, I think all men do. But again, like I was telling the ladies earlier, I was all like, all men do it. It's not just black men, but their interaction has been with just black men. That's what they were stating.
Right. And so I don't want to like discard or discount a black woman's experience, but I also just want to make sure that like ain't nobody like elevating white men around here to say like, no, they have a higher standard of conduct, or they're more like evolved, or they have better home training. They don't. They act like crazy. They act bad too, and and all at the same time, they don't act bad. It's not any
Thank you,
better or
Miss
worse or
Curiosity.
any like sort of like more evolution on one side. You know what I mean? And I just hate to see like when everybody is kind of struggling with the same issues and having the same problems, and I just hate to see like communities like get pathologized, I think. And I
Right.
think that
And
definitely
Princess, you
comes.
said that you dealt with men who are white, other races and stuff like that who have been right.
She is right. She is right. I think we tend to just say black because that's what
Yeah.
we identify with.
Yeah. And we're kind of like in a black space right here too.
Yeah.
So it's normal.
Sure.
I'm not judging the lady. Shout out to Nadia and shout out to Miss ATL and Stan. We're not judging them.
But I used to work at a job when I was real young, and it was like one of those Wolf on Wall Street type of environments. Being the only woman, being the only black woman, like they would tell all color jokes all the time, and you just put your head down and go to work.
Oh, sorry, Princess. I didn't mean to interrupt, but
No, I said go ahead.
and I think when we talk about like hip hop culture, it's like it's not the same now, because I think like rock and roll culture has kind of been it's kind of irrelevant at this point, so people don't really think about rock and roll. But let's say like in the 70s and 80s, those people, the men rock and roll stars, were out of control. I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking about groupies,
Yeah.
You're talking about underage groupies, you're talking about, I mean, all kinds of, nasty, horrible, goings on. And so, I think it's
Right.
like,
And Tate Nugent marrying like his guardian, like he became a guardian so he could marry his girlfriend. So yeah, there's a lot of those rock and roll guys who did a lot of dirty, nasty shit.
Yeah. And so I just, I guess I just don't, I hate to, and I understand what New York Chicken Wing is saying. I think it's, it is, everybody is speaking to what they know. I just don't like,
Yes.
I just hate to see like certain like communities get sort of, kind of like, we don't know how to act any better. We wrote the book on how to act bad over here. We wrote the book on how to act
Right.
bad.
I mean, y'all did colonize and shit like that.
Yeah, we wrote the book on how to act bad.
I try not to say things because they do sound racist, or I try to keep it over on my channel. But I mean, Romans created that whole, did you would say rock and roll, that whole atmosphere when they would have fiesta. When it comes to triangles and family reunions and different type of lascivious behavior, it goes that far. Festivus would be like 3 days to a week, and they would be in the arena, the Coliseum, whatever, and they would come and they would eat, drink, and have relations for days and days and days until they were out. So, I mean, they might have been doing it in Africa. I don't know, but all this new shit is once we got to America.
Right. Exactly. I agree with you. That was a good example too. I didn't even think about the whole Roman fiesta thing. Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
so moving on from that, because I see some people talking about Peach. Princess, did you have a comment about Peach?
I ain't never really, really watched her. She's come down my timeline before, but all I do, I see you at the casino or you at Walmart, and ain't no way I'm having all them kids coming out my coochie. Here go the bill collectors or something now. You know, people do it for content. Like the fact that she got that funny looking ass picture on the internet for you to even find. Okay? It's problematic.
Where's my laptop?
Do not cry on the internet as best as you can. Do not be telling what's going on. You know, I have this thing. Y'all never seen who I'm screwing, okay? Until we get married.
Right. You're supposed to keep that private, you know?
You know, don't nobody like no woman where you going with a man and then you breaking up with him and then you going back with him and then you break it up. Man, go to hell, man, with that foolishness. That's a money making scheme. Okay, it is AT2. I'm sorry to tell you, it's a money making scheme. She might be a little off, she might be hurt some days, but I'd be damned if I embarrass myself telling everybody in the whole United States plus all over the world that my man went and got some other coochie on me and I got 5 kids and I got one in my arms. No, ma'am.
7 kids.
Well, at the time, I was just saying, you know what I'm saying? She'd have had some more. You know, you got all these COVID babies. You know, I would just leave because, see, I'm that type of petty, you know. Oh, you don't want to take care of the kids? Okay, cool. I'm going to Walmart. Baby, you wouldn't see me for like 4 days, okay? And you call. I'm like, okay, I'm in Lake Tahoe. I'm sorry. I'm taking my YouTube check on the 23rd. I'm out this bitch. And you wouldn't.
Right. You're right about that. And Stephanie, any comment on Peach or Anita Baker?
I missed the story on Anita Baker, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. I was late. But I think with Peaches, I think you could kind of draw a parallel between Peaches and what happened with Sukihana. Is that, you know, I think it's really important that women understand themselves and our boundaries, and we know how to assert them, you know, and that we we stand by them and we don't give in, you know. And so I think, like, it's really important that I think a lot of women, like, we get socialized to let things happen to us. And so we need to more often, I think we need to be training girls and you know, and at a young age to be assertive, to know what you want, to know what you don't want, and to know to say, and to communicate that and to stand by it, you know. And so I think, like, I think Peaches may be in a situation where she's not sure what she wants, you know. And so, like, maybe that she just can't figure that out, and it just is like, you know, it sounds good and then it ends up being not good. And so, you know, just kind of, I think she just is.
And that's okay. And when you have those situations where you don't know, because I think all women do at some point with someone that they care about, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but you know, if it's the 5th or 6th or 7th time when it felt good for a couple days and then it stopped feeling good after that, you know, like, I mean, how many times, you know, you got to learn. You got to just stop just letting things happen to you, and you know, empower yourself to make stuff happen, you know, to just stick by it and to learn your lesson and keep it pushing.
Right. You're definitely right about that. Well, thank you, ladies, for coming up here. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Princess. Make sure you guys check out Princess AV on YouTube. And Stephanie, thank you for holding it down. And I love your perspective. And thank you.
Wait. You know, I be doing shit just to be doing shit. So on my messy path to righteousness, we are no longer temporarily going to be the house of the princess. We are going to be called House of the Rico.
House of the Rico. That Rico case.
Yes, my Rico case. So while we are in...
Oh no! I love how many sectors on YouTube are talking about Rico cases. I think it's all everybody's got a Rico case in every sector. Somebody's going down for Rico. So I feel you. That's hilarious.
I have the original Rico case. Okay.
Yes, the original Rico case.
You know, just let me know when you actually get popped on that, when they come and get you, when the marshals come and get you, because I'll get admitted. You know, just temp on a pro hog vice status on federal court wherever you are, and we'll beat the government back. Okay, I got you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I got you.
We should really YouTube AT2. We should really have, just to be messy. A RICO case in court.
We should. That'd be funny. Yo, I should bring back Judge Velvet and do a whole skit about yo.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm gonna have to link up with you on that one. That'd be funny.
Okay, I'm going to be productive and have more cake.
All right, I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. All right, you guys. That is the end of our show. That was a good show. I like that. Anyway, make sure you guys hit that like button. Again, whether you know whatever your opinion is, we definitely respect it over here. We don't all have to agree. Make sure if you're a part of the replay crew, go ahead and put what you think in the comment section, because definitely I'd like to get your perspective as well too. Thank you everybody for coming. Also shout out to our new member, Clever Girl. Thank you for being a member. Did I get any cash ups or anything? I don't think I got any cash ups. Y'all didn't make it rain like that today. But you know, I still love y'all. No, appreciate all of y'all. Anyway, make sure you guys have a great day. I will be back later. Thank you, Tyra. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a good show. I loved everybody's perspective. Oh no. Why would Miss Barbara come when I'm gonna end the Hold on, y'all. Miss Barbara, you got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. You know I was going to end the damn show, and then you're going to come up here.
Listen, I got to speak on my girl, Peach McIntyre. She's the best. She is the greatest. She is a moneymaker. And I'm so glad that she didn't give her husband just because he slid on the side. You know.
He's what?
Just because he slid on her. I'm glad that she didn't divorce him and all that because of a piece of ASS. I'm glad you know, AT was thinking of you when you was at the because I know you was when you was at that casino. I was trying to make a Peach McIntyre move.
I was trying to hit a jackpot. I didn't hit one though.
I said I can't wait to tell him about himself trying to get rich like Peach McIntyre.
Miss Barbara, you a trip, I swear.
Took $200 and made what, 5,000? But that's Peach.
Miss Barbara, you need to sit next to your modem because your internet, you remix it. Go.
Oh, and that's my I'm in the room with my kids. All right, but thank you, AT2. You know I love you.
I love you too, Miss Barbara. You have a good one, okay? Y'all, Miss Barbara. I love Miss Barbara. Don't get me wrong. You know, Miss Barbara is Miss Barbara, but I love her. Trust me. We have no issues or anything. So, thank y'all. Thank you, cousin Steph. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, we out of here. Y'all have a good one. Love y'all. Deuces.